Hey, welcome back everybody. Week 14 action of Sparkyz versus Wk14, and this is going to be Game 3. I think I just said that twice. I don't know. Anyways, this is going to be a classic Zerg versus Zerg, and by classic I mean weird, probably. One classic player, weird. Of course. Whenever you have the Air Force team, it's going to be a classic player. We've got GoRush here as the blue Zerg in the southwest playing for Air Force against HoGil, the crazy Zerg on Sparkyz. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and read my notes for you all that I wrote down when I first was preparing for this game.
He was a little upset about this matchup.
Quote: Really? Really? Why are we gonna do this to ourselves? HoGil is terrible at ZVZ. That's a fact. Why not have HoGil versus Much and Go versus GoRush? Too many goes? I don't know. Anyways, that's what I wrote down. Yeah. I guess, you know, probably Sparkyz is a little bit into the mind games right now. Fighting Spirit is generally a pretty Terran or Protoss. Well, I guess Zerg gets played a lot. I was thinking maybe they expected a Terran to be on this, and HoGil would come out, and he's pretty good against Terran. He's really good against Protoss, generally. But against Zerg, geez, and especially against such a seasoned Zerg, I mean, you really gotta hope that GoRush is just out of practice. I mean, that's really what we're banking on.
Maybe right before this game he had to do like 400 sit-ups and 200 push-ups, and he's just mentally exhausted.
Yeah, maybe.
That's our only hope.
That is one of our hopes, although it looks like he is going for a 12 hatchery here. I think that was a 12 pool, or maybe it was an overpool coming from HoGil, so HoGil may have a little bit of an advantage right here. I was not paying attention. I was reading my notes instead of looking at the exact opening. But I think he might be able to put a lot of pressure right here. Yeah, that spawning pool is done. I think that was an overpool, so he might be able to take out GoRush immediately if he gets those links down there. Because, you know, obviously with the 12 hatch, GoRush's spawning pool is going to be way late, which means his Zergling's going to be way late.
Yeah, well, I think what will really help him out is if HoGil can see GoRush's Overlord here coming up to spot him, then he'll know what direction to go in. That would be really nice. And we'll see what happens right here. We'll click yes. Okay, see that? Now know to go south.
Hopefully. Zerglings have awful vision, but I think those were probably in range to see that Overlord, and he at least put a smirk on his face, but he's going the wrong way. No.
Oh, he's sending one.
Yeah, he's splitting them up to try to scout all of them. And,
alright. Well, that's better than nothing. If he can change directions.
Yeah, it looks like now he has finally realized, and he is moving over into that southwest position. GoRush is forced to put down a sunken colony in his main base. He is not going to have anything. He's giving up. Oh, he's already canceled his expansion.
Nice. Yeah.
So at least saving some minerals, but he is going to be way behind no matter what. At least he is building his lair now. I kind of like this from GoRush. This is really a better response than we've seen from you know, some of the Sparkyz Zergs. HoGil. You know, generally when HoGil has been getting in this sort of bad position, instead of canceling his hatchery, you know, maybe he didn't see the Zerglings before the hatchery was done, but instead of canceling, he'd be trying to defend with drones, and that's just
retarded.
Yeah, it only works if you're J-Dong, and even then it's pretty rare. But, you know, so GoRush is able to put down a sunken colony, cancel his expansion, and start up his lair, so he will at least have some mulisks in the air eventually to help defend his base and maybe get himself back into this game. But right now HoGil is in a pretty huge lead, actually being forced out, losing a couple of those Zerglings to the sunken colony, but he still has a containment on GoRush, so GoRush is still stuck on his base right now, and HoGil really needs to be taking his base, I think. I think an extra hatchery to go along with his spire is going to be more fortuitous for him than just containing GoRush, because, you know, if GoRush just out micros HoGil, then he could get himself back into this game.
Yeah, the advantage is totally lost. And we haven't even... do we see that HoGil has a second hatchery down at this point?
No, I don't think he has another hatchery. He, wow, yeah. Actually, that's a pretty nice play there by GoRush, too, putting down a second hatchery. HoGil, I am sure, is not expecting this. this. But this is obviously making GoRush very light on drones. He had to spend one drone to build that sunken colony and another to build that hatchery. And obviously now he's just using all of his drones to produce Zerglings, and he's going to be saving up pretty soon to build Mutalisk and Scourge. But that extra production advantage might be pretty nice for him once he gets his Spire up, and now HoGil is on the back foot, losing a couple of Lings, breaking that contain, so GoRush is turning the tides right here, and putting the pressure on HoGil. HoGil forced to put down a sunken colony in his base as well.
Yeah, that's just very poorly managed by HoGil. Just, you know, what's the point of even having any pressure on that ramp if you're not going to support it? I mean, obviously, GoRush is just going to keep building more Lings and sort of push you away from that, so you need to be doing something else. He was just letting those Lings were just a die force, basically. And now he's got his Mutas in here. You know, good luck killing 14, 16 Zerglings with Mutas. I mean, these guys are just going to straight up.
Unless they start focusing down. But I think HoGil's in for a big surprise pretty soon, because GoRush's second hatchery is built. And there's just going to be, I mean, this is already 6-8 Scourge coming in. HoGil's going to have to use perfect micro to get these down, already taking down 2 of them, so pretty nice job there, but sending the Lings in as well is GoRush, so he might be able to effect a counterattack, but this, you know, obviously I don't think that I know that GoRush isn't going to be able to build Mutalisks off of 2 hatcheries with only 1 gas, but he is going to be able to build a crap ton of Scourge, which he's doing right now, so if he can distract HoGil long enough to land a few of those Scourge, he could really just completely wipe out all of HoGil's army, and I'm surprised that HoGil is still reluctant to build another hatchery. Why isn't he building an expansion? Now he has map control once again, one of those Scourge landing coming in, but just one. HoGil finally figuring out what's going on and turning around. That's a cool little Star Trek jacket that they've got, showing a bunch of it over there.
A cool little Star Trek face. He's not certain that the War team is going to win.
Yeah, this is becoming quite a bit closer than I expected it to once HoGil had scouted out that expansion and forced GoRush to cancel it. So finally those Mutalisks are getting into the main base and doing a little bit of damage to the drone line. Maybe he's going to be able to pick off his first Mutalisk. That would be a huge win. The first Mutalisk goes down, a couple of Scourge as well. He might have also killed a drone or 2, and GoRush already showing the face of defeat right there. He's just spent too long building Scourge and not Mutalisks. He doesn't have enough drones. More drones dying now, and HoGil is finally taking this game like he should have 5 minutes ago, probably. Finally with a strong force and just doing the damage, so not much for HoGil to do now.
But he might be able to win GoRush. Oh no, I thought maybe the facial expression might be able to get him to come back. But...
Yeah, it's possible. Apparently he's using his iPad though, and it has no camera on it, so HoGil can't see.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to like text him a sad face.
Yeah, I really liked how GoRush started building stuff and canceled all of his larvae to kill all of his larvae before he GG'd. It's pretty classic. But Sparkyz, yeah, coming up 2-1 now, regaining the lead once again. And are their pants shiny? Do they have different pants, or is this just a bad quality video?
That might be just the shine rubbing off from their jackets, actually. I was gonna say they won despite the jackets.
Right, yeah, the jackets are definitely ridiculous, but if they've got, like, nylon pants, it's like they're on full-on, we're going skiing. We're, like, preppy skiers wear. I don't know what's going on with their wardrobe. Anyways... Wardrobe or not, we are going to be moving on to a Game 4.